Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm, of course, your host, the Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'm going to be playing in the M41D. This is a Tier 7 Chinese Premium Light Tank, and currently, you're able to get your hands on this vehicle for free by participating in the Gold Rush event. Now, this event's pretty solid, because, first of all, just playing 10 battles each day, you get free gold, but better yet, you can get your hands on a vehicle like the M41D just from playing the game daily and getting badges, first classes, and other things like that. You can see I'm already about 80-90% of the way to unlocking mine. Unfortunately, I don't get gold for it, I just get credits, so kinda sucks for me, but for any of you that have not spent money on this vehicle yet, it is an absolutely fantastic Tier 7. And that is why, in today's video, I thought I'd play it a little bit, showcase what it can do, and why it is one of my favorite Tier 7s. Now, it's very, very similar to the M41 Bulldog, so don't feel all too bummed out if you don't get your hands on this tank, because the M41 Bulldog only has like 150 less DPM at most. It's pretty similar when it comes to the guns. The big differences between the M41 Bulldog and this tank is the mobility. The M41D has the best power to weight ratio in the game due to its crazy terrain resistance, even better than a Dracula. But to counteract that, this tank has 8 degrees of gun depression instead of the 10 the M41 Bulldog has. So it does have some downsides, but let's be real, overall it doesn't really have downsides compared to the Bulldog as it is a premium. So let's get into our first game and see just what the M40D can do. With that crazy mobility plus the peppering gun, it's got a 170 alpha and I think around 2900 DPM, so you have the ability to absolutely pepper your opponents with only around a 3.4 second reload. It's insane. Here we are loading into our first game, not too long in queue at all. What do we have in the enemy team? We got a P44 Pantera, RU251, a WZ122TM, and a T43. Wow, they actually have a lot of tanks, and specifically mobile tanks, so I'm going to be quite careful, but at the same time, I'm going to do what I always do on Canyon, which is go right up to B and detect some enemies. Because I am the fastest tank in the game, I will easily be able to get up this hill and spot anybody else trying to, and, well, we can clearly see there's nobody going up mid-hill, so I'm just going to try and capture B for free. Now, it's a little risky, because if the enemy does take the opportunity to try and spot me, yeah, it'll hurt. But, because I was able to capture the base for free, I mean, that's great. We are just going to start going up on base cap with no punishment whatsoever. So we got the T43 off to the side, there's the WZ122, aiming and fire. Ooh, a shell bounced. That's just sad. There's not much else to say. Now, our Panther 2, for some reason, has decided that the best decision is to go alone over towards C. Same for my AT. So basically, those two players are going to die and deal almost no damage to the enemy. That sucks. We're just going to lose tanks for no reason because of that. But while that's going on, I'm going to try and get some shells into the enemy Pantera. So there's a 1 shell. Let's back up. I'm trying not to be hit by the Pantera in the process, but seems like my team really doesn't want to do anything to this guy. Wow, that missed. Okay. Yeah, my team's just not going to believe this Pantera. Alright, well, this game is looking like a loss. I'm not sure how the end of the battle is obviously going to turn out, but as of right now, judging that my AT-15 is going to die next, and my team is really hesitant on even being slightly aggressive, that's pretty bad news. So I'm going to push off to the side, and we're going to see if I can get some shells into the Pantera. So here we go. And come on, poke me. You know you want to. Do it. Yes, there you go. We tracked him. Nice. I'm just trying to keep this guy where he is so we can get some shells out. So there you go. There's a nice tracking shell again. The Pantera has got to be out of repair kits fairly soon. Another nice shot in. Let's put on our adrenaline. This will be the perfect time to start farming. Another nice shell. Keep that DPM coming. Nice shell again, and a boop. Alright, we should be able to finish this guy off quite quickly. There you go. Another nice tap, and... oh, come on, SU. At least we can finish off the Pantera. Now, good news is we are up on base cap, so even if our team does continue to do what they've been doing quite steadily right now, which is bleeding their health by a lot, we should still have a pretty decent advantage on the base capture. By the way, you can see just the insane damage per minute of this gun working right now. We have absolutely just bled that Helsing. Oh, there you go. Let's get a nice shell into the Helsing, finishing him off. We're up to almost 800 on the base capture, and I'm going to leave mid-hill. I don't want to bleed. They got a lot of deadly tanks up there. SU-130PM, WZ-122TM, so I don't don't want to fight that. We're going to leave. We're going to go over this way. We're still up on cap, but that's not going to be for long, judging that my T49 is now a one-shot. So, I don't really know what to do here. We bounced the shell on the T43, which kind of sucks for me. But there you go. There's one nice shot into the 43. Let's reload and go for another. There you go. Another nice tap. Good. My teammate finished somebody off. We can get another tap into the T43. Let's reload. Go for another. Ooh, the SU-130 PM hit me. That sucks. Well, good news is we're up to 950 on the base capture. And I don't think the enemy can get me. That's all I got to do is drive away. Goodbye, enemy team. 980, 990, and that is 1,000 on the base capture. Pretty surprised that we won this battle, but there you go. I mean, by all regards, that was going to be a loss. The only reason we won was actually because I was able to capture base B right in the beginning, but that is why base capture is such an important tool on Supremacy. If you decide to send all of your tanks on Canyon up the top, you're basically saying, I don't want to control B. And B is by far the most important base out of the entire bases on, I would say, any map, because it is so hard to capture, judging that if you get detected, you can be shot around the entire map. So I got that right in the beginning, and that easily gave us a dub. So not bad at all. Also, whoever captured the other base, which is, I think, A or whatever the base is, that also gave us the win. So nice job, and I'm surprised we actually won that. You can see, though, just how fun the M41 Jade is. The ability to absolutely pepper your opponents with this tank. And here we are in our second battle. Now this is the kind of lineup I'm talking about. The enemy team is all tier 7s and 6s, and there's only 3 tier 7s at that. They got a Black Prince, which is actually a very strong counterpart to this vehicle, down to the fact that the Black Prince has 3,000 damage per minute. A Yag Panther, actually, honestly, all of their tier 7s are really strong, down to the fact of the crazy DPM the Panther has, the Yag Panther, and the Black Prince. We've got some strong tier 7s too. Well, I guess one. The Tiger P is a pretty solid vehicle. The VK3002D is okay, apart from the gun, and that's the big downside. If it had more pen, I think the tank would be fine, but its premium is only like 190 millimeters, which is, let's be honest, not great for a tier 7 medium. So I'm going to push over here, and we're going to see what I do spot. I'm so fast that I'm quite confident that even if the Panther went this way, it wouldn't even get up this hill. Oh, there you go. Nice shot. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess that was my fault. I aimed a little bit poor there, but hey, we got the second shell in, a pretty nice second shell as well, so I'll take it. But yeah, that first shell was just a little bit off, but that was on me. So I'm going to play this smart. We're going to go over here, and we're going to capture base A, because as we know, base capture is incredibly important. I mean, I could be farming the heavies over on the hill, but I still want to capture the space, especially judging that vehicles like my T-37 almost drove right out of it. So here we go. We are going to get the base capture. Nice. All right, and it looks like my team is farming the enemy like the Yag Panther over there, which is even better. So I'm going to go through their spawn. When you're driving a tank like the M41, you know that you're fast enough to really go anywhere you want. So I'm going to take the long way, get behind them completely so they don't expect it. If I cut through C, I think I might get stuck there later into a position where I could put myself in multiple points of crossfire that I don't really want to do. So I'm going to go directly behind them. You can see I'm already going 70 kilometers per hour, which is just insane. So here we go, using the speech. But yeah, as I said, if I went towards B, I might run into something, and we can clearly see that I would have. There's the Poodle off to the side. We got a nice tap into his tank, and I am really, really happy at this point that I did not go into base B, because I would have been absolutely swarmed. Let's go for another shell. Nice tap into that Panther. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. Let's get another shell into the Poodle. Nice. All right. I'm gonna, we might be able to get a shell into that T-37. There you go. Nice tap, and then we reload a little bit. Bye-bye. There you go. All right, we were able to finish off the enemy T-37, which is perfect. The Poodle doesn't look like it's poking anymore to shoot me, so I'm gonna go over towards the KV-1S, see if I can clear this guy, because KV-1S has big alpha, especially with the 120 millimeter it carries. So I'm gonna put on my adrenaline. We're gonna get 1 shell. We're gonna get 2 shells and 3 shells into the KV-1S. Perfect. And then we're going to start shooting at the Poodle off to the side. There's 1 shell. We still got our adrenaline kicking, so there's 2. And come on, give me a slight high roll. No! I mean, it was a slight high roll, but not the slight high roll I was hoping to get. Now, the bad news is the fact that the enemy team has base caps. The good news is I can get right into this base and stop that. So let's get this base, start capping. Yep. Ah, we got ripped off there. I mean, that was my fault. But, oh well. Let's aim it on this poodle. Ooh, gun, what are you doing to me right now? Let's try again. We're gonna pen this time. Or not. Wow, I cannot believe the game is doing this to me right now. Okay, this time, I'm gonna aim it in. What the heck, Wargaming? You can't be real. You cannot be real. I have just bled so much health because of your stupidity. Oh my god, this game gets me so mad sometimes. Alright, there you go. Nice shot into the Panther. The bad news is I was trying to capture the base, but I guess that's just not gonna happen. No, my aiming wasn't even the problem there. That was just irritating. I cannot believe that we hit the track on the poodle, ricocheted off his hull when we tried penning it. We got ripped off, and then we bounced the rear of a Black Prince. Alright, let's try again. There you go. There's one pen, but the sad part is I actually think the Black Prince out-reloads us, but hey, we're getting some pens in here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we're just missing. Let's try again. There you go. Another nice penetration. Another nice penetration. And, well, I can't really pen him anymore. I'm not even going to bother poking because I know how ridiculously fast the Black Prince's rate of fire is. So we're just going to sit here, and it doesn't look like he's looking at me right now. So we should be able to get another easy tap into his turret. Nice. And, come on, gun. Hit him in the hull. Alright. I'm gonna just back up, honestly. At this point, we're gonna get base C captured, which is what we want. And once we get base C captured, we are going to be ahead on base cap points. I'm pretty sure, as long as our VK30 doesn't die. But hey, he finished him off. Surprising, but there you go. Wow, we almost lost this game down to the fact that my shells just did not want to hit that poodle. But either way, we still did pretty decent, and I was able to showcase where the M41 Jade is a fantastic vehicle, finishing with 3,392 damage and coming out with a mastery. Hopefully, all of you enjoyed today's video. As always, if you'd like to see more like it, you know what to do. But other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!